Hello, everyone. If you're over 70 and frequently find yourself waking up in the morning feeling tired, groggy, and devoid of energy, you're certainly not alone. Many seniors in the United States and other English-speaking countries experience restless or shallow sleep and face a difficult start to their day. Even though you may have more free time than when you were younger, perhaps you're retired and your schedule isn't as packed, the mornings can still bring stiffness, fatigue, and a mind that doesn't feel fully awake. Why does this happen? And more importantly, can we do something about it? The short answer is yes. Older adults often encounter sleep disruptions for a variety of reasons. Changes in hormones, the presence of chronic conditions like arthritis or diabetes, or simply the cumulative effect of habits that have built up over decades. The good news is that many of these factors are surprisingly manageable, once you know what they are. Below are 5 common mistakes that adults over 70 frequently make, which keep them from enjoying deep, restorative sleep. We'll examine each mistake in detail and offer practical tips for addressing them. By making small, intentional changes, you may find yourself drifting off more easily at night and waking up feeling more refreshed in the morning. Mistake 1. An unstable daily schedule. Why a consistent schedule matters after age 70. In our younger years, it's common to stay up late, wake up early, or switch between a few hours of sleep one night and a full 8 or 9 the next. While these fluctuating habits aren't great at any age, younger bodies and brains tend to bounce back more easily. But once you're past 70, your internal clock, the circadian rhythm that tells you when to sleep and when to wake, becomes more sensitive to routine disruptions. Many seniors in the United States find that retirement or semi-retirement opens up a world of free time. You might enjoy late-night TV, chatting with friends on the phone, or even scrolling through social media for hours. Though there's no strict job schedule forcing you to get up early, an inconsistent bedtime can confuse your body. The production of melatonin, a hormone critical for initiating sleep, depends on predictable light exposure and a consistent sleep-wake routine. If one night you fall asleep at 10 p.m., the next at midnight, and the following at 1 a.m., your brain never settles into a stable pattern. Indicators that your schedule is out of whack. 1. You never wake up at the same time. Some days it's 6 a.m. Other days you sleep in until 9:30 or 10 a.m. 2. You have a hard time falling asleep. If bedtime is unpredictable, your body won't know when to trigger melatonin release. 3. You feel the urge to nap excessively during the day. You might take a 2-hour nap in the afternoon because you're too tired to stay awake, which then affects nighttime sleep. How to establish a more stable routine. 1. Pick a consistent bedtime and stick to it. Whether it's 9:30 p.m., 10 p.m., or 11 p.m. is less important than maintaining the same time every night. 2. Aim for a regular wake-up time. Even without a traditional job, try to rise within the same 30-minute window every day. If you go to bed and get up at a stable time for a couple of weeks, your body will often adjust to this schedule. 3. Keep midday naps short. A 15 to 30-minute nap can be refreshing, but a 2-hour doze on the couch will almost certainly disrupt your nighttime rest. 4. Use morning light to your advantage. Open the curtains soon after you wake up, or take a short stroll outside if the weather and mobility issues permit. Sunlight helps reset your internal clock, reinforcing that it's daytime and time to be alert. Once you've aligned your body clock to a set rhythm, you may notice that it's easier to fall asleep. Many people over 70 who implement a more structured schedule report significantly better rest after just a few weeks. Mistake 2. Lack of a bedtime routine. Why the winding down process is crucial. Falling asleep isn't like flicking a switch. It's a gradual slowing down that requires both mental and physical cues. When you're 70 or older, your nervous system isn't as resilient as it once was. If you expose yourself to emotional or mental stimulation right before bedtime, whether it's dramatic news on TV, intense discussions with relatives, or the bright screens of smartphones and tablets, your brain remains on high alert. This wakeful state can persist long after you turn out the lights. Older adults sometimes assume that if they feel physically tired, they'll just fall asleep as soon as their head hits the pillow. But mental restlessness often overrides physical fatigue. This leads to tossing and turning, frequent awakenings, and shallow sleep. In the morning, you wake up feeling drained, as though you never entered a truly restorative slumber. How to develop a soothing pre-sleep routine. 1. Reduce stimulation 1 to 2 hours before bed. This means stepping away from the TV, putting your smartphone or tablet aside, and avoiding heated phone calls or problem-solving tasks. 2. Dim the lights in your living space. Bright overhead lights can signal your brain to stay active. If possible, rely on soft lamps with warm-toned bulbs in the evenings. 3. Try a calming activity. Gentle hobbies like knitting, sketching, or listening to soft music can help you wind down. Some older adults enjoy coloring books designed for relaxation, which can be found in most arts and crafts stores. Consider a warm bath or shower. As your body temperature cools afterward, you'll naturally feel more ready to sleep. Adding a drop or two of lavender essential oil, if you don't have allergies, can enhance relaxation. 5. Practice a worry journal. If concerns about health, finances, or family are swirling in your mind, write them down in a notebook before bed. This technique often helps seniors park their anxieties for the night, so the mind can disengage from them until morning. Establishing a nightly routine signals your brain that it's time to transition from daytime activities to rest. Seniors in particular may benefit because a gentle, deliberate wind-down can counteract the increased susceptibility to stress that often accompanies older age. Mistake 3. Poor nutrition in the evening. How late-day eating affects sleep for seniors. As we age, our metabolism slows, and digestive processes can become more sensitive. If you eat a large, heavy meal close to bedtime, your stomach and other organs have to keep working at a time when they'd prefer to be resting. This can lead to acid reflux, bloating, or discomfort that keeps you from settling into deep sleep. Additionally, older adults are more prone to issues like GERD, gastroesophageal reflux disease, and difficulty digesting high-fat foods. On the flip side, some seniors avoid eating enough in the evening out of fear of weight gain or late-night heartburn. Going to bed hungry can also disrupt sleep, because your body senses that it's running low on energy. Low blood sugar may cause night sweats, headaches, or restlessness. Balancing these factors, eating enough to feel satisfied without overburdening your system, is especially important after age 70. Guidelines for a better evening diet. 1. Finish dinner at least 3 hours before bed. If you aim to be asleep by 10 p.m., try to be done with your evening meal by 7 p.m. This gives your digestive system time to handle your food. 2. Choose lighter but nutrient-dense foods. Consider fish, turkey, chicken breast, or beans paired with cooked vegetables. For those with dental issues, softer textures like soups or stews can still provide the necessary nutrients without too much chewing difficulty. 3. Watch your caffeine and sugar intake. Coffee, certain teas, soda, and sugary desserts can all create a burst of energy or spike your blood sugar right when you want your body to begin winding down. Swap them out for herbal teas. Chamomile, peppermint, or lemon balm are popular options. 5. Limit alcohol in the evening. A glass of wine or beer might feel relaxing initially, but alcohol can fragment your sleep later in the night. You might wake up more often or experience shallow rest. 5. Stay hydrated, but not excessively. Dehydration can worsen many issues, including kidney function and overall discomfort. However, if you drink large amounts of water right before bed, you might be up multiple times in the night using the bathroom. Aim for steady hydration throughout the day, tapering off after dinner. Following these guidelines helps many older adults sleep more soundly. The key is to tune in to your body's signals and find a mealtime that supports, rather than hinders, restful sleep. Mistake 4. Insufficient physical activity. Why seniors over 70 need exercise for better sleep. Staying active isn't just for younger people. In fact, once you're past 70, physical activity can have a profound impact on your daily energy and nighttime rest. Regular movement helps regulate hormones, including those that influence stress and sleep cycles. It also promotes cardiovascular health, joint flexibility, and overall mood. Yet, many older adults lead increasingly sedentary lives, especially if they've retired or have limited mobility. Less movement during the day can mean the body doesn't generate a strong sleep drive at night. Often, seniors who barely move during daylight hours find themselves lying awake in bed, feeling restless. Alternatively, they may fall asleep but wake up multiple times through the night because their body isn't fully entering deeper sleep stages. Types of senior-friendly physical activities. 1. Walking. A brisk or even gentle walk around the neighborhood or a nearby park can boost circulation and give you a dose of fresh air. If you use a cane or walker, you can still enjoy a leisurely stroll tailored to your mobility level. Second, chair exercises. For older adults with limited balance or joint pain, chair exercises can be a safe option. You can do arm raises, leg extensions, and gentle twists while seated, still engaging muscles without risking a fall. 3. Water aerobics or swimming. Aquatic activities reduce strain on the joints, making them ideal for seniors dealing with arthritis or chronic pain. Many community centers and senior-friendly gyms in the U.S. offer classes. 4. Tai Chi or gentle yoga. Both focus on slow, controlled movements and deep breathing. They're excellent for improving balance, flexibility, and relaxation, which can contribute to better sleep. 5. Light gardening or housework. Sometimes the best exercise is woven into daily life. Tending to a garden, raking leaves, or vacuuming can keep you active without feeling like a formal workout. It's essential to listen to your body and consult a healthcare professional if you have significant health concerns. However, even modest physical activity can make a notable difference in how soundly you sleep and how refreshed you feel when you wake up. Mistake 5. Unaddressed psychological or emotional stress. The impact of mental strain on seniors' sleep. People over 70 often face numerous life changes: the loss of loved ones, concerns about health, financial stress, or worries about adult children and grandchildren. These cumulative concerns can create a level of emotional strain that weighs heavily on your mind at bedtime. Even if you have plenty of free time during the day, your mind might race once the lights are off, replaying worries or regrets. Chronic stress elevates cortisol levels, which interferes with the body's ability to settle into a calm, sleepy state. Moreover, older adults can experience heightened anxiety or depression for a range of reasons, from feeling isolated to dealing with chronic illness. Lack of restful sleep in turn exacerbates these emotional difficulties, creating a cycle that's hard to break without conscious effort. Techniques to alleviate stress and improve sleep. 1. Relaxation and breathing exercises. Simple practices like slow, deep breathing can help lower your heart rate and signal your brain to relax. Inhale through the nose for 4 counts, hold for 4, and exhale through the mouth for 4. 2. Journaling. Before bed, write down your worries or reflections in a notebook. This can prevent them from swirling in your mind all night. Consider adding a short list of things you're grateful for as a positive note. 3. Mindful distraction. Activities that require gentle focus, such as adult coloring books, crossword puzzles, or jigsaw puzzles, can shift your attention away from rumination. You're less likely to dwell on anxious thoughts when your hands and eyes are occupied. 4. Community or spiritual engagement. Many seniors in America find solace in community groups, religious congregations, or volunteer work. Feeling part of a supportive network reduces stress and provides a sense of purpose, both of which can lead to better sleep. 5. Professional support. If you suspect depression, chronic anxiety, or unresolved grief is affecting your sleep, talking to a mental health professional can be incredibly beneficial. Psychologists, counselors, or even senior support groups can offer strategies to cope with emotional challenges. Addressing emotional well-being is often the missing piece in many seniors' quest for better rest. By combining stress management techniques with good sleep hygiene, you stand a better chance of getting the deep, restorative sleep your body needs. Conclusion. Many people assume that poor sleep is an inevitable part of growing older, but it doesn't have to be. If you're over 70 and you regularly wake up feeling sluggish, lacking mental clarity, and drained of energy, it's time to examine the habits that influence your sleep. The 5 common mistakes discussed here frequently prevent seniors from enjoying the restorative rest they need. 1. Irregular schedule. Sticking to a consistent bedtime and wake-up time can drastically improve sleep quality. 2. No bedtime routine. Creating a calming ritual signals to your brain that it's time to power down. 3. Inappropriate evening diet. Eating a balanced, not too heavy dinner at least 3 hours before sleep helps avoid nighttime discomfort. 4. Sedentary lifestyle. Regular, moderate activity during the day primes your body for deeper rest at night. 5. Unaddressed stress and anxiety. Simple techniques, from journaling to breathing exercises, help seniors minimize late-night worry. Implementing any one of these changes might lead to noticeable improvements within days or weeks. Collectively, they can transform your nights from restless tossing and turning to peaceful slumber, and your mornings from drowsy frustration to renewed vitality. If these tips resonate with you, consider sharing them with friends or relatives who might also struggle with poor sleep. And remember, each person's body and life circumstances differ. If you have health conditions, always consult your healthcare provider before starting new exercises or drastically changing your sleep habits. At 70 and beyond, restful sleep can be a powerful ally in maintaining not just physical health, but also emotional well-being. Sleeping better can enhance your mood, sharpen your mind, and give you the energy to savor daily joys. Whether it's a conversation with a grandchild, a walk in a local park, or a new hobby you've always wanted to try, better rest is within reach. By addressing these 5 mistakes and tailoring the solutions to your personal needs, you can enjoy the nourishing sleep your body craves. May each morning greet you with a clearer mind, a lighter step, and the comfort of knowing that age does not have to rob you of a peaceful night's rest. You've earned the right to wake up feeling good, so treat yourself to the habits that make it happen. Stay curious, stay active, and stay compassionate to yourself in this journey. Here's to calmer nights and brighter days for all of us in our 70s and beyond.